the obvious thing about what's new about our report is its new name. We're now calling our sustainability report our annual impact report. And that reflects how we really think about sustainability and how we're driving impacts through our operations and creating value for our business and for our customers and for other shareholders. And then I think the next really exciting thing about this year's report is the level of engagement that we have demonstrated throughout our report. You'll notice that most of the photography throughout the report is from our employees. We asked our employees to share with us photos of their favorite moments in nature and places that were special to them, and we feature those photos throughout the report. It was overwhelming how much response we had from our employees and how engaged they were in this campaign, and we're so excited to be able to reflect that through the pages of our annual sustainability report. I think also if we think about that engagement as well, we launched our 7th employee resource group this year, and through that saw a 47% increase in employee participation in our resource groups, which to me tells me they want to share their stories with each other, they want to get to know each other, they're excited to know more about their colleagues and be part of this thriving community that we have in graphic packaging. Sustainability is a journey, and it feels like it's a journey on a path that's always changing. So you always feel like you're at the beginning, even if you're halfway through your journey. And so from that standpoint, rather than get hung up on how you're going to do it, start off be perfect and be right in terms of your journey, we look at it through the perspective of how do we just get started, put that first step forward, and how do we just every day be a little bit better in how we approach our work. And that really is the sentiment behind why we branded our sustainability promise as Better Every Day. When we think about what does it mean to be a better packaging company, and what it means to contribute to sustainability in the space and address all of the various trends and issues out there that touch consumer packaging, whether it's resource scarcity or it's climate change. We are really focused on how do we take those trends, how do we take the external commitments we have to organizations like the UN Global Compact and the Sustainable Development Goals and translate that into what makes sense for our business. And when we think about that, it really comes down to 3 areas. One is better packaging. How do we create packaging that is more circular, more functional, and more convenient, and that meets the needs of our customers and consumers and helps get goods from where they're manufactured safely to the people that end up consuming those products. It comes around how do we do better for people, not only just the people in our workforce where we want to have a safer, more engaged environment where people love to come to work every day and help us innovate that new, better packaging, but also how do we do better for our communities where our people live and work. And then how do we do better for the planet and create a better future for our planet? And that really comes down to how do we think about in our operations, how do we minimize the environmental footprint of our operations and our packaging, gets back to creating better packaging for those consumers and doing better for people. So we really, when we think about it, it's, our purpose as a company as we package life's everyday moments, and we want to make every one of those moments better for people and the planet.